Are you ready to learn how to do lead generation, especially if you're a virtual assistant? If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Lai. I run a virtual assistant agency here in the Philippines called 2XU, and I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, when it comes to lead generation, if you have no idea what it is, it's basically the act of getting in leads or interests into your client's business. That's basically what it is at the very gist. So as a very, very good example, you guys saw this thumbnail, you guys saw the title of the video, you guys were looking up lead generation, or you saw it pop up on your YouTube and you clicked on it. You are a lead of mine. You showed basically an interest towards what I'm kind of selling, which is basically you watching this video. So that's basically what lead generation is. Every single time that you are the target audience for something that's being sold or something that needs action on, and you are the person that they're trying to get to take to that action, you are basically a lead. So you want to do that in reverse for your client, of taking in basically anyone who could be interested in becoming a client or a customer of theirs into the business. And I'm going to walk you through step by step what that looks like. So then hopefully at the end of this video, you'll have a really good idea of how to basically show up for your client. If they said, hey, I need you to do lead generation, you're like, I know what that is. So first thing that you need to do is you need to know your target. Like I said, there is something called the target audience, which is basically who are you trying to get that action. Now again, it doesn't just have to be a sale. It doesn't always have to be money. It could be just action that you want them to take, whether that's downloading a PDF or filling out a form or just simply liking or commenting. That's your target market. That's the people who want to generate interest so they can actually become your lead. So knowing who your client is targeting is going to be very, very key, because then you're able to know who are you going to later on pursue, follow up, and all of that good stuff. And knowing basically if they're going to be a male or female, what age, where are they coming from? Are they coming from major cities? Are they from minor cities? You know, what kind of jobs do they have? Are they also entrepreneurs? So again, knowing who your target market is. It's even better if you have a persona of a kind of person that you're trying to target. You can of course say, okay, we're targeting someone who kind of is, we'll call her Anne. She is about 28 to 30 years old. She goes shopping at thrift shops. That's basically me. And you know, she has her own business and so on and so forth. She's probably hanging out on Facebook and on TikTok, and this is how we're going to target her. So that's why it's really important to know who your target audience is, so that for you, you can be very specific in being able to find them on different platforms or different places they might be in. Next is you want to make sure that you're now prepared to track. Now on here, I just have a very just blank basically spreadsheet. It's literally just called even untitled spreadsheet, but I do like using Google spreadsheets for this, of tracking basically where our leads are at. So here I would just put this, you know, leads tracker. The main things you need for this is you need, of course, the name. Now this could be full name or just the first name. You need the email or the mode of contact basically. So are you going to be contacting them through Facebook, through LinkedIn, so on and so forth. I'm gonna make that a little bit longer there. And here, and I like to do this, is I will put here dates of first outreach. That way later on I can start tracking of who to follow up. So then I can easily check basically, like, oh, I sent this person this email Monday. It's already now Wednesday. I still haven't heard from them. I should probably follow up with them as of now. And then I will put here last part as a status. Now the reason, of course, status is then later on, if you guys don't know this about Google Sheets, and hopefully this will be a quick thing to show you guys, is you can set up, so it could be to reach out, so you haven't reached out to this person yet, sent message 1. You can add here for follow-up. And then this is key, is 1 and lost. So the reason why you want to do it in this way for the drop down here is you want to track, of course, which ones you actually got to take action and who you sadly lost, who said no or like not interested or never responded at all. So I'm just adding here all the other colors that I like associating with different steps. So then here, they're right there. So anytime that you start filling out the information on here. You can change the status. It's going to be easy for you to see where that person is at on your list. Now, of course, there's things like our CRM or a customer relationship management tool where you can just track and basically move things along on the list. But I really wanted to show you guys that it's quick and easy to just do it on a Google spreadsheet. You don't have to overcomplicate it. The second thing that you need to do to prepare basically before you start your reach out is your cold email. Now, I just have here, this is one of my throwaway accounts. Just on Google, you can ask ChatGPT, of course, to do this. But I could put in, hello, are you interested? I'm just jokingly do this, guys. Don't actually write this down. Are you interested in XYZ? Let me know. And then cheers. So here on Google, if you are using Gmail, you can now save this as your template. You can put reach out email and then click save. And now every single time that you have to send this email, you can just go ahead and go to your templates and it's right there. So on writing up the email template, I am not the expert at this. I have followed people like Alex Berman, who is the guy for cold email. So if you guys want to check his videos out and also a lot of his posts, make sure that you do. But it's basically your cold email is the key thing to get people to, again, take the action that your client needs them to take action on. That's why they're a lead. So again, whether that's downloading, whether it's just sending them their email or filling out a form or actually becoming a client or signing up at least for a discovery call. That's basically all that you need to push them towards, essentially towards the next step in the sales funnel of your client. The next thing you want to do as you have your sheet, you have your cold email template, is going ahead and researching your list. Like, where are they? So for example, as a perfect example, actually, when 2XU started, we started out as a course and we were looking for people who could help promote 2XU. So I went to Udemy, which is, if you guys don't know what Udemy is, it's basically a website with a lot of really good course creators. And I started talking to them. I used that as a list for me to go through one by one. I put them onto my spreadsheet basically, and I was able to start targeting them to become affiliates basically for our course to promote it to their list. So that is what I did when I was, again, just starting out 2XU. But those were also the things that I did when I was looking for authors, when I was still running or going through the publishing company. That's also how I did it when I was looking for clients, is I would look for a list. Now, the easiest place that you can find a list is going to LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is already a database. It's already a list of people who might be interested. Now, when you're on LinkedIn, you can search, again, depending on who your client's target audience is. So if you can say CFO in, no, let's just go with CFO or Chief Financial Officer. So if you go to CFO, you'll find basically the main people who you might be already connected to, who are, you'll put CFO on their titles. You can go to people, you can put jobs, you can be very specific of finding this list, but you need just basically a database of who are you targeting, again, based on who your target audience is. So this is what I mean by researching your list, is you're finding a list of people who could be a match to who it is that you're looking for. Next is, of course, you want to start going ahead and creating your list. Now, creating your list is essentially just filling out your leads tracker. That's basically it. So from the list that you got, from LinkedIn, from anywhere else, is then filling out that tracker and putting in the information that you need from these people. Again, just filling out or adding other data points that you want to add on here. So let's say you're going by followers, like how many followers someone has on LinkedIn, then you can even put that information on here. Next is you want to make sure that you verify your list. Now, what I mean by verify your list is actually make sure that they do match your criteria. So like I said, as a really good criteria, it might be you're targeting possible influencers or possible content creators, for example, for your clients. So they need to have a certain amount of followers. Well, you need to make sure that they actually match the minimum number of followers so that you're putting it on that list, you're verifying it, you're double checking, so you're not sending out your messages to someone who might not be a match in the first place. And once you've verified your list, you've gone through, okay, these are qualified people who could be a match for people to target, you just need to start sending out your messages. Again, depending if you're going to target them through email, through maybe LinkedIn, maybe through Facebook, or any other mode of communication, you want to make sure that you're also testing out the message that you're sending sending out to them. If it's not working, if you're not getting responses, maybe changing your subject line or changing how you approach them, asking them a question first. Next is you want to go ahead and just follow up. Keep in mind, people are busy. They might not be checking their messages all the time, or your message might have just been buried basically in their inbox and they weren't able to see it. So follow up is really key when it comes to lead generation, is because again, you never know if you might have fallen into spam, you might have not been seen. So I have a good rule of thumb of following up at least 3 times before saying, okay, this person is just not interested at all. One of your goals when it comes to lead generation should be just to either get a yes or no response. Even if they say no, that's okay, because at least you got a response basically out of the message that you first sent. Now, if you're not getting any responses at all, it might be time to tweak basically the messages that you are sending out. It might not just be working, or giving them the context basically of what they need to make a decision basically to respond to you. So again, just think about it of like, you just need to have a yes or no based off of your first email. And then lastly, make sure that you start tracking and reporting. So this is why it's really important to have a spreadsheet or a CRM that you have where you can track how many responses are you getting per week. So let's say that you send 10 messages, you get 5 responses. That's a really good response rate. But if you send out 10 messages and you only got 3, okay, what changed there? Was it the timing of sending out the messages basically? Was it the platform? So on and so forth. So the reason why you want to track and report is so then you can make changes if you are not getting the target responses that you need or that your client needs, so you can keep the ball rolling. Now, lead generation can sound really, really scary because you're putting yourself out there a little bit and knowing that you're going to get rejections. But honestly, it's one of the more basic ways that businesses do get clients and customers is by just doing reach outs, because you could be amazing at your marketing, you could be amazing at what it is that you do, but if no one really knows who you are or never heard of you, you're not getting those clients or customers. So that is why lead generation is one of the more essential basically outcomes that needs to happen in a business, is having a really good system to get in interests and leads into a business. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there. And of course, comment below. Is this your first time doing lead generation? Do you have any questions about it? I would love to know and answer below. And if you still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home, which you guys can check out those 2 playlists right here and the latest video right here. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!